right, guys, welcome. Let's see, I want to talk about a few things, guys.
You see their faces, but you never know their thoughts.
Let me let you all come in.
Every baby
It's gonna be a
knows
quick live, guys. A quick live.
So deep. You see their actions, but you never know their reactions. Time and time alone will prove the story, and every eyes will see. Truth will reveal. The truth will reveal. Things that are hidden. I said the things that them hide deep down inside. Truth will reveal. The truth will reveal.
Welcome, guys, welcome.
What's in their hearts? What is in their hearts?
Welcome, guys, welcome. This is going to be a quick live, guys. Let me just know if my sound is good. Please give me a thumbs up if my sound is good, if you can hear me, because I don't want to start saying stuff when my sound is not properly checked. I just have this new equipment that I'm using. I want to be sure that I know what I'm doing. Right?
Even little truth them try to hide.
Welcome, guys, welcome.
Gone.
You know, like I said, this time is going to be very quick to the point. You guys can see I'm not even dressed. I really didn't feel like doing live, but I just had the inspiration. You know, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick, you know, just to put this out there, you know, for the sake of the record, you know. So, thank you, everybody, for joining me here. I'm going to go straight into, you know, what I want to talk about. And,
Things that are hidden.
you know, I know you know, so Mohamed Moreno Koroma, let me know, is my sound good? Can you hear me right? Correct. Did you hear me well? Can everybody hear me well? All right. I'm going to assume you can hear me. That's good. All right. Cool. You know, guys, this is a quick one. This is for, you know, former President Koroma. You know, this is what I want to do. If you guys remember, the other day I showed you guys, you know, a video of former President Koroma where he's talking about protecting our elections. You know, so I'm going to take it from there because he just, matter of fact, recently left, I think yesterday or so, 2 days ago. He's in Nigeria. And the reason why I'm doing this live is, again, to remind the AYVs, the 98.1, you know, the SLBC, Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation, that, you know, we are watching these things. We are paying attention. Former President Koroma was a duly elected president of Sierra Leone. You know, he served 2 terms for 10 years, for God's sake. And that is why I want to do this live. You know, welcome everybody. Welcome, Matthew. Welcome. So the sound is good. Ibrahim Toure says it's echoing. Idris Toure, are you saying that the echo? Is that what you're saying? Let me see what's going on here. If I the echo, let me see. Is the echo still there? Let me know, Idris. Am I still echoing? You know, I just get this new device where I try for setup, so I want to make sure my sound is good before I go. But like I said, it's a quick live. I want to just touch on 3 topics, you know, and take them real quick and move on. You know, because every day as goes by, you know, these issues keep cropping up, and you know, you got to talk about these things. We got to let them go. It's a lot of issues to discuss. So let me know, guys, if my sound is good. Okay. So Idrissa, you say I'm okay now, so there's no more echo. Okay, I think I fixed that. You know, yeah, it's this new, you know, device that I bought, guys. Let me see if I could show now. No, the cable not long enough. I don't disconnect. Okay, let me do this. I will show now. Let me see. I will show now this new device here. So I just want to make sure it's working good for everybody, you know. Welcome, guys. Let me see. NDI. Let me connect while using this app. Let me see. Okay. In fact, let me go to this screen. Guys, I'm about to start the live, but before I do, let me see. I want to show you guys what I'm talking about. This device that I'm using. with this device, I might be able to, like even show you guys, take phone calls and stuff like that. So I'm testing it out, and this is the first live with this device that I want to share with you guys. So I just want you guys to see it, but it is a very awesome device. This can run a whole television station and all that stuff. So that's what I'm doing here. So let me see. Add my screen here, but yeah, so this is the device. It's a nice device, guys. So the sound is good, right? Everybody, the sound is good. Okay, we can hear you. You can hear me loud and clear. Beautiful. Okay. All right, guys, let me go full screen here. Okay. All right, I got both of these on here, but I think I need to switch now and have only this one on the screen. Good. All right. So I just want to share that. So the sound is good. Let me go. Let's get this live cracking, guys. Let's get this live cracking. So again, like I said, let me share this with you guys. This is what I want to talk about, and I want to call the attention of the AYVs, the 98.1s, right? The Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation. Every time former President Koroma, since he's been out of office, these guys are not covering this man. President Koroma deserves to be covered for everything across Africa. This man is flying the flag very high of Sierra Leone. So what I want to do is show you guys again a video of former President Koroma currently in Nigeria, traveling across the continent to protect Africans, the votes of African people. But AYV 98.1, Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation, they're not covering these activities of the former president. Like I said, this man was duly elected, guys. Duly elected for 2 terms in Sierra Leone. This man is respected globally. This is the problem we have in Africa. Bad art is the problem what we get. These radio stations, these TV programs, they don't cover these things. These should be on prime time. Every news that they read, stuff like this. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. It should be on there. You guys remember the last live I did? Let's listen to this together.
We have made progress in Africa. A lot of progress has been made to the extent that we thought coups were things of the past. But of recent, we have been informed by a study conducted that there are democratic reversals in many states, as much as 18 in Africa, for which 5 of them are within the sub-region. So this is a cause for concern, and we have to come back on the platform, using the platform of the West African Elders Forum, to examine why are we experiencing these democratic reversals. What can we do as a forum, having in it people that have served in various countries as presidents.
Beautiful, guys. So this is what is actually happening, right? And this is what I want to show you guys today. This is what is actually happening right now as I'm speaking to you guys in Nigeria. And this is why I want to point it out. It just occurred to me. SLBC 98.1, Radio Democracy 98.1, right? AYV, all of these people are not taking these in primetime news. They should be sharing this with Salon people. Salon people for the cities now with TV stations them. Now for the Yeridentiana with radio stations them. This man is a former president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, served very diligently. Nothing there. He's doing very well. He's flying the flag of Sierra Leone very high. It should be covered by these radio stations. They should be talking about events like these. Therefore, tell Salon people and what the former president is up to. And they travel every now and again. None of these guys are covering this stuff. This is a shame. This is disgraceful for us as Africans. This is the problem we get. Our kings, people like President Koroma, are not celebrated in our own homeland. Well, of course, there are thousands of Sierra Leoneans celebrating him, but we want the SLBCs. We want 98.1. We want the AYVs. We want you guys to know, TV stations, radio, radio, newspapers, all over the country. We want you guys to know we are watching. We are paying attention, because when that time comes, we will ask these questions. Why are you guys on air if you cannot cover the former president? Is it that we know there is a systematic, attack against the former president, not to broadcast or even give him here time? Now, any radio station, newspapers, everybody has been subdued by the government. In a democracy, in a democratic state like this, let's listen to what the president is up to. Everybody, let's listen to this.
National Commissioners, Secretary, INEC, other officials present here. Let me, on behalf of the West African Elders Forum, thank you for having us this afternoon. As been mentioned by gentleman who made the introductory remarks, we are here on a pre-election mediation mission. The Elders Forum was constituted to address issues of governance, elections, and generally to mediate where we think the need arises, not only in Nigeria but in other countries within the sub-region, and maybe with a hope to extend the activities of the forum to other parts of the continent. But for now, we are limited to.
Oh, guys, I just want you to know that's all the volume I have. It's just that, you know, President Koroma's tone is very monotone. It speaks very softly and very low, and they did not crank up the volume on his side. So yeah, if you have a Droid device near you, small, so you can hear exactly what he's saying. But it's all the volume I have. So if I get any advice for President Koroma, that's something I always came on for. Say, let's speak up a little bit more. So, but that's him. There's nothing we can do. That's him. So it's just the people adjusting the microphones should have increased the volume for accommodate the voice where you can get, and not get voice like a we. You know, it's very soft, very calculated in the way they're doing things. So that's what it is. Okay. Thank you.
The sub-region, addressing the issues around the elections and post-election activities. We are all aware that elections are normally the source of great contestations if they are not conducted in the manner that is expected of the people and within the framework of the national laws of the country where the elections are conducted. For our purposes this afternoon, we want to start by commending you for all the activities and actions you have taken in getting yourselves prepared. Elections are normally a process. It's a process. You've already started the process. And actions taken now will determine the integrity and credibility of the elections. That is why even at the initial onset of the activities, I think it is better for us to stay engaged, to address issues as we move along until the polling day. And after the polling day, we continue to address the issues until the results are announced. And even when the results are announced, we will continue to stay engaged. That is where we are different from other observation missions. They come in a short-term period or a long-term period. But for us, we are here, we will stay engaged, we will continue to stay engaged until after the elections, and even after the elections. The object is for us to ensure that there is smoothness, democracy is enhanced. We know the challenges that we are now confronted with in the sub-region. We don't want the gains that we have made as a region to be reversed. And what are the signals that we are now experiencing and not to good makes it all the more important for us to fully engage and stay engaged with the process. Now, the INEC being a very important and key in all of the process, we have come this afternoon for you to share with us your state of preparedness. How prepared are you for the elections in February? there are challenges that we do have in the process. We'll share with us the challenges. We will be seeing other stakeholders, including the government. I think this is an important engagement for us to know the specifics in the light of the new laws that have been enacted. We know that there will always be challenges. It's not a question of interpretation of the law. It is a question of the expectations of political parties, or it is a question of finances not being here and there, and other logistical challenges. But we are here to hear from you, so that at the end of it we'll have a discussion that will maybe help us to map the way forward. So having said that, once more let me, on behalf of members present here of the Elders Forum and those that are not here, thank you very much.
Beautiful, guys. That's what I want to share with you. These are the things I want to share with you. 98.1, all of these radio stations, these people are not covering up, they're not covering these events at all. Salon people would not know about these things if people like us don't bring it out here. But that's why we have social media. But before I even move forward, I want to share this with you guys because I want you guys to see this. I want you all to, first of all, President Koroma has 38,000 followers on Facebook. I think that's very disappointing. 38,000 followers is very disappointing. I think so. We should, and he deserves to have more than 38,000 followers on Facebook. I think that is very crucial and that is very important, and that's what I want to share with you. I want you guys to see that. Every one of you guys, I think you have a responsibility now to ensure that we get President Koroma. Come on, even if just the APC people, guys, again, don't forget, I was born and bred in APC, right? But this is not about APC per se. This is about the fact that we're talking about Sierra Leone. We're talking about our former president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Guys, 38,000 followers on Facebook. Honestly, everybody, listen, really? Former President Koroma, in APC alone, we're talking about over 4 million people. But una former president inside APC party, all of una, 38,000 followers on Facebook. It means you guys are not paying attention. And I always say this, guys. This is how we get for the check politicians then now. We are going to look at your Facebook page. We'll look at your Instagram page. We'll look at your Twitter account to see what you are up to see what you are doing, because it tells a lot about you. And guys, if I take me Temnaya, go through former President Koroma page. By the way, by the end of this month, December, let's get this man to 1 million followers on Facebook. It is a shame. He's a former president. This will make him a mandatory duty amongst the APC people across the world, every one of you guys, to go and follow former President Koroma's Facebook page. Come on, guys. Just APC. I'm not even talking about every Sierra Leonean, because this man is loved by every Sierra Leonean. Now we don't see what this man mean to Sierra Leone. After we get Marabio come and execute and kill and murder people, we see how democracy don't backslide since President Bio came to power. This man deserves a couple of millions of followers. APC should make it happen. Come on, guys. Let's get to work. But let's go through his page. The reason why I want to show you guys this, because I want you guys to know that this is what our former president is up to. Look at him right here. This is what he's up to. His activities are all, documented. They are cataloged. Everything since we're in reach, Nigeria, everything that is happening. Go on his Facebook page, follow him, see what he's up to. He's a former president, for God's sake. On Facebook, this man should have at least, me not for even get followership as former President Koroma. I'm at almost 50,000, which it's again on my end too. I know when Facebook sends me all my what I have over 2-3 million views. But at the same time, people don't follow as much. People don't pay attention to those little things. And I'm not really worried about it. But at least every time you get one person where they come for can learn something, that's a beautiful thing in itself. But former President Koroma deserves to have a couple of millions of followers on Facebook. That's Facebook, right? Left Facebook. Let us come back to even in Twitter accounts. Again, I say it again, right? Every one of you guys on Twitter, of course, this is my Twitter account, right? Every one of you guys, go and follow me on Twitter. Create a Twitter account. Look YouTube. Learn how to set up a Twitter. I don't get time for doing now, but you need to do this. Let's go. Real time. Let us pull up former President Koroma's Twitter page. Right? at EBK Legacy. And it make it so easy at EBK Legacy. That's all you need. When I see it at the screen there, what type it'll appear right there at the top. This is his Twitter account. Come on, guys. I know say the last day I tried for showing about this Twitter page of former President Koroma. This is his Twitter account. 80,000 followers. This tells us, say, you guys are not really catching up. And not to you who watch me now, right? A lot of Sierra Leoneans are not catching up to what is actually happening. How do you get your information? You don't have to be on social media every 2 seconds, every 2 minutes. No. But you have to be abreast with what is actually happening. People like former President Koroma, you go, you follow him. Not all my for follow that Twitter. Some people, you can see what they do or whatever. You don't need to follow everybody. Follow particular people. Say, okay, I want to see what Ibrahim up to. I want to see what former President Koroma up to. I want to see what but former President Koroma deserves at least easy 2-3 million followers on Twitter. At every given turn, when they see exactly what he's up to. So again, AYV 98.1, all these radio stations, when they cover up the president when they go around the world, flying the flag of Sierra Leone very high. I want to know, say, we are paying attention to these things. But everybody, Sierra Leoneans, when I go, former President Koroma, 80,000 followers on Twitter. That is a shame. That is a shame. That should not happen. Let's take one from Twitter. Let's come on Instagram page. This is former President Koroma's Instagram page. Yes, again, Instagram as well. You guys are on Instagram. Instagram not a place number winner for Kalu Kalu. This is his Instagram page. 16,000 followers. It means you guys are not really paying attention to what is actually happening. If you come to Instagram, you'll see photos of his activities. That's what you'll get on Instagram right here. Everything he's up to. Look at his page. You want to see what the former president is up to? This is it right here. I want to show you guys these things. Again, I have these. I'm not on there all day because I have other things to do. But I'm there because I want to see what the former president is up to. And this is why I say, this is how we're going to check leaders in the future. Show me what you've been doing. You know, for Talk Boku, this is the Instagram page of former President Koroma. Guys, get Facebook. That's his Facebook page. Right? Shown on Facebook page now. This is his Facebook page. This is his Twitter account. And this is his Instagram. Even there on LinkedIn. Well, LinkedIn is a professional, platform. A lot of you guys will not even know about LinkedIn. But it's on LinkedIn as well. But if anything, you want to know what the president is up to, this is it right here. AYV 98.1. SLBC, the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation, when at the national radio stations, not to cover the activities of the former president. This is what I want to bring to your attention. And I wanted to point this out. But this is what former President Koroma is up to. He's across the world. He's traveling to fight for democracy, to protect citizens' rights to vote. That's what he's up to. All of that stuff is on his page. Right here. This was the letter where, matter of fact, where they depart for go. Nigeria. This is the press release where he put out from the office of the former president. Right here. The former president, His Excellency Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma, departed Freetown Saturday, December 3rd, 2022 to join others in the West Africa Elders Forum for a pre-elections announced assessment mission in Abuja ahead of Nigeria's 2023 general elections. Of course, they're going to supervise all the elections them across the country. And they supervise what's in the happen in Nigeria, Sierra Leone election, Liberia election, because when I know say we're going to have 3 elections next year in Africa, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, and Liberia. It's going to be supervising all of those things. That is why I say, what should happen? What should we be focused on, guys? It's for us to ensure that we hold our members of parliament now, because these are the people that are going to take us to the winning line. The members of parliament. That they get for take way down the line for fights to get rid of Marabio. That they get for propagate and push everything that we're saying. They are the ones that should amplify everything that we're doing. That is their responsibility to call the attention of the people of Sierra Leone and the international community about what is actually happening in Sierra Leone today. The abuse, the human rights abuse, and all of that stuff that is currently going on. It is their responsibility. They have to lead us from the front, not from the back. They don't need for use social media for to go pay them about if they can cost people in the social media. No, they should lead from the front. They are getting paid by a taxpayer's dollar. With money, with penny, with everything. Then they pay them by taxpayer money. That mamira Congo market where they sell. Then tax money where they get. Then they take pay members of parliament. They should lead from the front to fight this fight against former president, to fight this fight against President Bio, to get rid of him and kick him out for good. Not to win no more. Members of parliament get the responsibility for take up investigations. When I see this lady, matter of fact, let me switch to this lady in case. Every one of you guys have seen the case, this case. And I'm going to play the sound for you so you guys would hear this husband in struggle. You guys have seen this lady's situation. And I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it shortly. But I just want to talk to you guys real quick. Members of parliament get a responsibility for leaders in this battle to get rid of Marabio. Africanist press, publication after publication. Corruption, thievery, all kinds of things, right? Members of parliament, the leader of the opposition in APC, Kande Yumkela of NGC, Cherno Majuba of the APC, all of these guys have not been able to take up this fight. You see people struggling to register. People were struggling to verify their names, the voter registration itself. They only gave people, petitions for let them register. 15 days for the very first time in the history of our country, guys. For the very first time, people register in petition. If in 1996, when we get rebel war, we get full 36 days to register, guys. So these are the things we're saying. So when we talk from a place of knowing what we know and how it should be. Former President Koroma is traveling across the world, blessing Africa, blessing Sierra Leone, flying the flag of Sierra Leone very high. But yet these people, these radio stations, these newspapers cannot summon the courage, especially the radio stations and TVs. Especially AYV 98.1. You guys tell me if they are doing it, because I don't see it. Tell me if Radio Democracy 98.1, tell me if AYV, tell me if SLBC, if they cover President Koroma in traveling. Tell me, guys. Somebody needs to tell me so we can know, because this has to be covered so Pekin then go see what the former president is up to. The nation will be educated and sensitized to know that this former President Koroma is actually flying the flag of Sierra Leone very high in the international space. That is the thing we should be talking about. We should echo these points out there. Again, like I said, this is former President Koroma's Facebook page. Guys, 38,000 followers on Facebook of former president. APC alone, not safe. Come on, man. This man deserves overnight studio. You see this video right now. Go to Facebook. Go set yourself up. Get engaged, guys. We're living in the 4th industrial revolution. Get engaged. Don't be left behind. Don't be left behind. We don't pay for this. These services are given to us. Which man and do them for we. This is a tool to emancipate and free ourselves from bondage and mental slavery. That is what we're doing. So everybody, 38,000 followers, and it's a shame. Come on. Let us get this man up to about 2 million followers on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter. All of these platforms. He's a former president, for God's sake, Sierra Leone. We know a lot of the people who live in the provinces. Okay, let me excuse them. But I'll take the voters, the actual voters. Last year elections, 3 million people voted. In that 3 million people, I must vote the APC gets. Forget about that. Go back to 2007. Go to 2012, where former President Koroma win elections. How many votes he had? Now, this man don't forget 2 million followers on these platforms. Come on, guys. It means we are lagging behind. We the people. How are we going to get there? So that's what I wanted to point out. I wanted the AYV guys, take this to them. AYV, SLBC, 98.1. At least these are the 3 prominent radio stations and TV stations I will get. Why are they not covering the travels and the activities of the former president? Primetime news. Let the world know. Let Salon people know what the former president is up to. He's doing good. They make we flag the fly high. Sierra Leone is extolled and exalted across the world because of this man. Why are they not publishing and publicizing these activities of the former president? That is the question. Guys, let me move to the next one before it is 7 o'clock now. Let's talk about this lady real quick. Let's talk about this ladies. When I don't hear this, some of you guys might not hear this yet. But when I listen to this, again, that lady premise. What is this? This lady is 5 months pregnant. This lady was killed, murdered by a police officer there. Then go raid their house through a sting operation. Again, members of parliament don't pass certain laws there. We don't give police them the powers for going at people also and conduct sting operations. This is regardless of your political party. This is what is actually happening. Regardless of your political party, this lady was 5 months pregnant. Now she's dead because they're going to do a sting operation. Parliament recently, the APC, NGC, they all voted for these laws. National Security and Central Intelligence Act of 2022. Now, the police them the authority for go knock na anybody else, broke their domot, and then somebody don't lost in life now, they like it today. Members of parliament are there to pass laws, but let them pass laws for protect people, not laws where for go against the democratic rights of the citizens of that country. These are the same members of parliament fighting in parliament, which they fight for, God knows, when they have legislative procedures that they can follow. Members of parliament, how many times we don't see members of parliament and come out and lead a protest in that country? Members of parliament should be the ones protecting section 26 of the constitution. What is section 26 of the constitution? I hope all of you guys would have known that by now. Every citizen has the protections to their freedoms of assembly and association. It is protected by the constitution. SLPP protested. People like what's his name, Prince Adin, they protested. It was not a crime. So what is wrong? Why is it that now all of a sudden it's like protest is a terrible thing? Before I play this, when I listen, when I watch what they actually the protest, I want you guys to see this. Watch this.
The police officers at the CID allowed only 4 party executive members into the building. Journalists were not given access into the building at the time of obtaining statements from Mr. Lima. While speaking, the chairman and leader of the party, Dr. Prince Hardin, called for the immediate resignation of the Inspector General of Police, Francis Munu, for referring to members of the SLPP as idlers and as such cannot provide security for the electoral period, and maintained that he is disappointed at him for making such uncalled for remarks. The incident, he however maintained, has made them more robust and resilient in their campaign to winning the March 2018 general elections.
To argue, with all due respect, his statements are not reflective of voting would expect of an IG to be able to conduct this election in the sense that policing this election. That statement that we will not get open and useless person. I think for retractor, and I'm calling for his resignation, and we are going to move for his resignation because a very sensitive question in it, not only security.
All right, guys, I'm not going to make this live about them, right? But I want to show you guys how these guys use their constitutional rights. This was the SLPP. It is their rights to protest. Members of parliament cannot even summon the courage to call for protest. What did they do? August 8, 9, and 10, we didn't call for protest. That it and passed the Political Party Act. We make people, the requirement for NIN number became a mandatory requirement for people to register. Then go use them, go get birth certificate and go run up and down, make people go crazy across the country. That was the time they passed these bad laws. After when we watched them, we brother the Africanist press come and tell we say, when I watch the members of parliament, now put them in the Luma. We say everybody when I go watch them in parliament. We see them come on TV and they put their deliberations them on TV. We saw all of that stuff. But August 8, 9, and 10, whilst they were organizing protests in the back end, that was the time they passed the bad laws. Passed the Political Party Act and go put them mandatory for the NIN number. Now people cannot register. And then after that, over 250,000 names. 250,000 names were deleted from the voter register. Nothing is happening. Guys, then you tell me, say we cannot hold parliament accountable. Come on, guys. What planet are we living in? Wake up, 2022, guys. We'll not wake up, bo. When I see what's happening in Ghana, when I go and compare other countries, when I see where the Ghanaian parliament, the ruling government of the day, they spoke up and said, we're not going to allow, we want the finance minister to be fired. We saw that kind of stuff happen in Ghana. We saw it happen in Ghana. They called for the firing of the finance minister and he succumbed and he resigned in his position. That is what we're talking about here. That is what we're talking about. But then when you talk about Sierra Leone, oh no, remember parliament, they say they beat them. They say they beat them. You, members of parliament, supreme legislative authorities. Supreme legislative authority. Now when they tell we say they beat you, when you guys can actually change laws, make laws to protect the citizens. If they beat you now, we're not for stand up and protect the constitution. Then what's the ordinary people for say? What should the people say? That is what we're talking about here. Watch this video. Let me show you guys this. Listen to this.
Members of Parliament from the ruling NPP party have said they will not take part in any business of government and would boycott budget hearings until their demands are met. Opposition MPs meanwhile said on Tuesday they would soon table a motion for Ofori Atta's impeachment. Parliament is set to begin debating the 2023 budget in the coming days. Last week its currency, the Cedi, fell nearly 20% against the dollar.
You see that, guys?
Its lowest in 15 years.
You see that? These are the Ghanaians. This is patriotism at the highest level, calling for the firing of the finance minister in the ruling government. So compare that to the SLPP calling for the finance minister to be sacked and fired. This is the same parliament that keep complaining, but they've debated every budget every year. But for 4 years, they've not debated the audit report of Lara Telopias, the Auditor General, for 4 years. Lara Telopias, they don't fire him, has been fired. The Auditor General has been fired. Till this day, nothing from these members of parliament. They cannot take action. Political action. The leaders of the opposition, for 4 years, they've not even taken an interview with BBC, Voice of America, Al Jazeera, to talk about the issues that are actually happening in the country. These are the guys we have, guys. And that is why they're unfit for office. They cannot be voted again in. Now, I make they want the PR system, because with the PR system now, they go consolidate and control the power. That's saying that the people cannot actually elect their members of parliament. Then go rather select members of parliament for go represent people. And that's the destruction of a democracy in Sierra Leone. Guys, I'm saying all of these things because I want you guys to understand that the death of this lady should be a tragedy for everybody in Sierra Leone. But I want you guys to listen to this. Every one of you, listen to this. This is the husband now. They narrate in story how they kill in wife through the sting operation because of the national security and central intelligence law that was recently passed in parliament. I want the members of parliament that can challenge me. Again, I'm making very clear on my platform. My platform is open. I want they can challenge me for say not to the national security and central intelligence law the police they use for go broke inside these people house and kill this lady. This platform is open, and I tell them, every one of them, not to go to corner, because the problem will get us. We have too many cowards. Come out publicly, can defend every member of parliament. Come challenge me that. No, it is not that law that we passed. The national security and central intelligence law has nothing to do with the death of this lady. Come debate that with me. But let's listen to the story of this husband. Listen to this.
Hello, first for me, man, put you off. You may life go. You may be go back. Have you seen that? You don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. Hello, first for me, man, put you off. You don't put me off. Before the all out. I got the money. You may life go. You may be go back. Have you seen that? You don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. The police station, of course, me and Raymond by of course, Bank Capital Junior, of course, I work for Culture Radio, and me and the proprietor of an independent newspaper. Of course, I didn't a peace market. I don't only follow up for sake of one allegations will happen. Now, peace market, because police come for do some raid or arrest me one woman when a belly woman get some serious problem. He don't lost in life currently at the Ross Road division, according to allegations. I deal with the husband. He go tell family name. Good day, welcome to Culture Radio, sir.
Welcome to Culture Radio, sir.
Yeah.
Me and Abdulrazak Smart. I'm married, me man. It was day before yesterday.
Who's on the tap?
Sir?
Who's on the tap? Who's on the
Now, Ferry Junction Peace Market. I got the inside Peace Market. It was day before yesterday. I sit down at my house. But then me now come out at the Uford. Now, Shell, Waterloo, Uford, Benguma Road. And that but it was day before yesterday. I'm unfortunate for go. You cannot feel bright. So I didn't host me, man, they pack the host. We dey right inside room. We lock. We dey right inside room, they pack me by the pack, and they check money. Now I come, Ishmael, one crown. Superintendent 1 crown, Ishmael Delta. It's one short per, when ABM, camera. ASP, ABM, camera, slide at the ops. Get big belly so. Now I tried the number with one guy when I call Polo, one inspector, when I Polo. Med Polo, who been the guide partners, Med Polo inspector. And the number I tried no more, knock me the mouth, boom, knock the mouth. So I don't panic, I don't torment inside me, man. Now I open the mouth, you man, I grip me, 6 months, what's happening? I said, but anyone knock the mouth, open, you know the open. And I said, before I take this the mouth, he had the mouth, main the mouth, because I got that behind the mouth. He said, I pass the man, jump man around, man, can't know what's happening. So now I jump around. So the other around, for that, I start fetch for man around. Then they tell for the neighbor, hand me the mouth. They broke the mouth and go inside.
How much police officers when we come? Remember? You see them?
Yes, I see some of them.
Them plenty?
There's a Baku.
All right.
So they count some of policewomen, them back up to 3 policewomen. Them. But the policeman, they wire out policeman, Smosky one. Now it shocked me, man. Now, yeah. Yes, because I tell me Polo, say, do not left the plastic go. Now, he say, you shock up on him. Now, it shock me, man, and sound soon.
You need this plastic.
Now, money. This money, don't you get it? It's over 2 to 3 years we get this money. Yeah.
Okay, you know how much money?
Yeah, this money is over 30 million, sef.
Okay. So, at the end of the day, they end up for raid you place. Police may get anything with them pull on that day?
They don't pull no kush. They say they come for kush. They don't pull kush. What they pull there, they meet tie. They meet me tie am in place. But I tell us how they use. I said I don't know how they use it for. I said how they smoke. I said me own. I said they sell am back for that no go thief. Me na old soldier. So me na ex-service soldier. Before I go dey pan thief, I dey pan connect with pan. Make and they sell me anything you this. She say it constable for me. Me I not connect with nobody. Now make I sell them for that sustain me life.
All right. During this fracas, according to the allegation, what exactly happened between UF and the police officers? Anybody may be around?
Yes, when they try for shut the place, they don't see the exhibit. The last time they go shut on the bag, they go see the money. But come on, 9 woman, hold the bag, you draw the bag.
Police officer?
The one police woman, with me, woman, because I go take the bag now. When they see me, hold the black plastic, he draw so because don't hold the bag for let it turn am. 9 woman pull the black plastic, so the money there. Now I say I never give me plastic. I say no, I know you got this time money there. Then some say no, they don't say that money there. Then some they don't say that money. Now you man take the money, catch her under his skirt, so the big skirt. He all her shoe. He push on my all her shoe. He fold that pan, so he fold pan the money. He say they left him. He no give them. Say they left the money, they left the plastic. Now in that part, not the bottom part, ABM camera. He get for talk say, "Ula pull up na drug money, drugs money, pull up on them. No left him." They shock me, man. Shock me, man. When they pull the money in your hand, they load me for go to the arrest me. You can tell I say, "Una left me, man. I'm my ready man. Me don't come. Una go to me. Instead of the old man, una go to me. I mean this man get belly. A young belly woman.
Almost month belly.
The belly right now they go to them for because let me say 5 to 6 months they go so now. I said, "Una left me, man. Let me this. Una go to me. Let me get me room. Let me get me man. I'm married. Una go to me." They said they go to me, I made me man go to. But they only put me on, no go to me, the next cross road. Now the cross and go to me. Right on the cross. Behind Columbia Davis.
Race Cross Police Station, they
you know the day. Now they go to Columbia Davis. Now they go to me one corner. Now they go pack the month car. Now they put me, so that man they make a number. Now I can't do.
You have me with them customers?
Yes, me like, we don't recline your place. That's what links to me, so. It link for me. So your place one. So I get for left from now, calm down. Now push me back, say for like I must come back go talk to Med Polo. If it's scrap the fruits and this, I be the injury there. This me leg. See in the EV swine. Now last if I able to map. So I go meet Med Polo. The first question Med Polo asked me if me want go court. I take her phone and laugh. I say for what they go court for? Say for this lady who carried you, this show go carry only for. This jamba only for. You want go court? I said no. If I jamba case, I'm not afraid for go court. If you don't for jamba case, don't go court. I'm not afraid. Well, let me give them 6 million. My life, me man. I said for what they go give you 6 million for? What they 6 million for? Like go give you. For let me. I said no, don't get them. I said now because they pay land work. I said no, I'm planning program at the pa. What time I do? Shut them out. I know I'm police case. Ma give you 1,500,000 more. Let me man. Give me money more go. They say no. They know that money. Person give them 6 million. Now so now, ma around 2 million. Ma give them. Now let me man. Now give me money. Ma go. They say no, them. I said I go to the boss. So the LUC go there direct. The big man go submit. Instead of I give them the 6 million, ma go give the big man them. But we not give them. I said I don't treat me like say me a powerful. I not be civil. Me a old soldier. I said I don't give them nothing. But they go to me. Now they move with me. Just go how they go now. As we reach, they pin me at the motor car. Now they push me at the motor car. Me man see, now me man collapse, relax for those one motor car. That for the way for those one motor car. But me I see me man condition. I not say that day. You don't box up. They push me go take statement from me. I didn't take statement. Now I just see vision before me. My head person called me Razak. Now I run come to station. I run go to hospital. I go meet the nurse. I ask her. I said, "Count man." And nurse they say that police, I say yes. Say that people them people yes. Now INEC say yes. Now INEC say go and we go in that room. In the side in land. Let me go to my room. I meet me and all they don't die. I meet and they bleed. Blood come on in S. Blood come on in S. They come on in yeah. They don't know like yeah like you are telling for them by you. The blood come on in nose. Now, don't come out and call me all of me, brother. As a couple, no, don't kill me, man. Me man don't die. Me man don't die. So they go see the man. When they go see the man, and then the police now, what then they tell them now, for by the case, for that side, they go say they go escape with the body, and that hospital say go left farm. They go take the body.
Hospital and go this.
Yeah, under 5. Okay. Rescue under 5, right down. That Ross Road under 5, where they right down for go by Klein Town. Yeah. The hospital name. Yes, now they go time. So the police them go set out with me, brother, and the civilian don't go for me, that station. For them go thief the body in that hospital. They go thief the body, go to call out. They go keep him.
So now your wife don't die.
Yes.
No loss her. With 5-month pregnancy.
Yes.
When I get picking?
Yes, we born 3. We lost 2. We get 1.
How much years the picking?
Let me say 6,000 ago too.
So like you get opportunity there, the day before the Inspector General of Police, Chief William Fayaz said, now somebody with discipline. According to allegation of bad policing, what will be like he cry to human rights, government of His Excellency the President for intervening on his behalf. What are you concerned?
Me, I go and for help me. And the first for me. And the first for me, man, you put me off. You put me off. Before the all leg out. I got the money. You my life go. You my belly go back. I be that. You don't know what to do. You don't know do. You don't know do. You don't know do. You don't know do. If I don't back, take me. Don't you back, take me back with us. You back, take me back with us.
So what the plastic?
I get to all team. All today, all the long give me nothing. Me money all. If you ABM, they go finger me money, go inject money. I must go present to LUC and Ross Road. Now, la 4 million some money they go put to LUC. But I come on, la 4 million some money they go put to LUC.
That's not the husband of the late woman. What are you waiting in?
Babiti say.
All right.
Guys, these are the realities. So tell me, who would forfeit for this woman? Who should fight for this woman? Who should protect this woman against the government? Why do we have parliamentarians? Why do we have opposition figures? Now the government they've bastardized the rights of this lady. This lady has been killed. That's the ultimate thing that could ever happen to any citizen. But they don't value the lives of our citizens. Who do we for call now for this lady? Who is the member of parliament around that ferry terminal area, the outside this incident happened? Who is the member of parliament? Is it SLPP somebody? Is it somebody who's representing APC? Is it NGC? Of course, can be another getting call you inside. But still, every member of parliament, regardless of whose constituency a citizen gets killed, as long as they are Sierra Leonean, they should be protected. That is fundamental right here. Members of parliament these are the things where the leaders in a serious society, when things like these happen, in a small country like Sierra Leone, this is not America with how many states and all of that stuff. You will see, first of all, the police should hold a press conference. This should be a big deal. One life lost should be very important as a nation and Africans until we value the lives of our own. We're not going anywhere. Waiting with a scene and a total lack of respect for lives and property. This is something where the police should hold a press conference about this. The Inspector General, the LUC in that area, it should be a national debate. How them police there get this right for go and kidnap these people, because this was kidnapping. Instead of them carrying on the police, they go pack behind one place now, Rescos, then go pack there for ask for bribery. Tell me if this is not something members of parliament, with everything else they got going on, this should be a national debate. This should be a concern to everybody in Sierra Leone across the world. The leaders of the opposition should make statements about this. It should be on their Twitter pages. If we're on a Facebook page. In a serious society, who do we hold accountable to fight for the people? This is the president's responsibility. They've killed these people. Marabio is not going to say anything about it. The police, the IG is not going to say anything about it. That is why we have members of parliament that were duly elected by the people to represent them and to protect lives and property. It is their responsibility when the police failed in duty to protect citizens, for them as members of parliament to step up and say, we are going to advocate on behalf of these people. It is their responsibility, guys. Guys, how many times within this, since SLPP came to power, the McKinney massacre, Padembaro Prisons massacre, Tombo, Lonsar, I can show you endless videos if that's what I want to do on a live. Guys, I have the videos, I have the evidences. But how long is this going to happen? When will these parliamentarians say enough is enough? When are they going to say, you know what, Sierra Leoneans, we are fed up with this nonsense. It's time we let the world know. When are the leaders of the opposition, APC, NGC, Emerson Lamina of the C4C, when are these guys going to take interviews with international platforms to defend the rights of citizens of Sierra Leone? Guys, this is not rocket science. But no citizen should go through this kind of pain. It's a fact, guys. We all know that. No citizen deserves this. The Constitution makes provision to protect the lives of these citizens. Those police officers should be arrested, prosecuted. If of course, they're going to be found guilty, they should be sentenced to jail. They're not above the law. Nobody's above the law. 5 months pregnant. Forget the pregnancy. As a citizen of Sierra Leone, when are we going to start protecting our own? When, guys? It's the fundamental question. And lastly, I'm going to close with this one. I'm going to close with this nonsense right here. This foolishness.
APC, we all know one, no so? Yes. We know so, but who talk there, all man not talk there, you know so? Yes. One thing where we know, the one that waited at power, and the Fred Whippers die. No so? We know.
You read the foolish talk. The one who didn't have power, the Fred Whippers die. But guys, tomorrow I had to deal with this. I don't get much time again. I got to go. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. I'm going to play this song for you guys. I want you guys to listen to this. I know say Facebook will frown at me, but listen to this song. I love it. It's a good song. And then, let's catch up back again tomorrow, okay? Go about your business. Go take care of your thing. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you share the live. Again, don't forget, to ensure that you go and follow President Koroma's Facebook page. Of course, if you're on my live, to follow me, follow the Facebook page, my Twitter account as well. You can find me on there, everything, Let's go and make sure, we push, forget everybody involved, because that's how we're going to change our country. We have to change the language, change the narrative, guys. All right? I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, okay? All right, enjoy the song, and we'll end the live with this. All right, bye-bye, everybody.
Truth and truth alone. So the truth will reveal you now. You see their faces, but you never know their thoughts.
Actually, let me show you guys something. Because when I go live like this, I go live on Facebook, I go live on Twitch, I go live on Twitter as well. All my platforms, this live is shot to every one of them, right? This person is on Twitch, S-Bone. Really sad, missing America, they make TV news. This person is on Twitch, so I'm sure he's the only person watching me on Twitch. Guys, my goal is to reach Sierra Leoneans everywhere, every platform that they are. Because some people have YouTube, they don't have Facebook. Some people have Facebook, they don't have YouTube. And guys, the thing is, I've established these platforms for a very long time. Like, if you go to my YouTube channel, is a couple of years old. But in fact, let me show you guys my YouTube channel so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This is my YouTube channel right here. So you can go and if you follow me on YouTube, on Facebook, because there's certain things that I post on YouTube that is not on Facebook, vice versa. But this is my page, on YouTube right here, right? I have about 3,400 subscribers. I have not been pushing for subscriber counts, but on my Facebook, my YouTube channel alone, I have over 60, 70,000 people watching my videos on there, but they all are subscribed. And I don't push that subscription, subscribe. I don't do that, because again, like I said, I would appreciate every one soul that comes that, is going to be educated and liberated. That would be beautiful on my part, right? I appreciate that, but I don't push for it. But my YouTube channel is probably easily 6-7 years old, because I've always just, I'm always amazed at everything that is going on, So my YouTube channel, my Facebook, but this person is on Twitch. Twitch is another platform. It's more like for video gamers and stuff like that. But I'm on there too. Sierra Leoneans don't even know about Twitch, but I'm there. So I push these lives all over. So everybody, because guys, what we lack in Africa and Sierra Leone specifically is civic education. And that is why I do these things that I do. I believe in the Constitution. I believe that everybody should memorize some aspects of the Constitution. I should be able to wake you up in your sleep and say, give me section 26, give me section 25, give me section 105, give me section 76, give me section 38, give me section 38A4. I should be able able to just come at you with that, you should be able to give it to me. That's what I believe. That's just me, right? You know, so I know everybody does not have that capability, but I'm just saying you can do the smallest you could to improve. You know, that's what I'm saying, though. But I just wanted to, you know, commend this person when I saw this, you know, and just put it out here. But thank you so much, guys. All right, let's get back to playing this song with Facebook will get for tell me say, hey, they don't claim copyrights now, you live and blah blah blah.
Talk is cheap, so cheap. You see their actions, but you never know their reactions. Time and time alone will prove the story, and every eyes will see. Truth will reveal, the truth will reveal things that are hidden. I said the things that them high deep down inside. Truth will reveal, the truth will reveal what's in their hearts, and what is in their hearts. Oh yeah. Say the truth alone. I said the truth will reveal, yeah. I said the truth will reveal. Even little truth them try to hide from long time gone, but you and I knows that looks at the season. Remember the saying, still waters run deep, so watch it how you're running steep. Time and time alone will prove the story, and every eyes will see. Truth will reveal, the truth will reveal things that are hidden. I said the thing that
No matter how you testify.
Families are saving in excess of $500 a year per student. And completion and
Cashbox is all yours.
You know, look, Ibrahim, you know, Komekweta, seriously, some of these things, you talk about $500 in excess. In fact, I say in excess. You know, Ibrahim, every time, I don't know why this guy, you know, towards the end of his speech, the UN General Assembly where he go in person, he also talk about he wants the world
To be found, young people.
Guys, this is another song.
Took a walk down a riverside.
Joseph Fields, guys, Joseph Fields. Oh yes.
I roll a
Little split.
Sat down on a stone and start to cool off.
Start to cool off.
With my burden down a riverside. Where I check around the youths, and I try to teach them the truth, but lay the burden down a riverside. I walk to every corner, try to find someone to talk to, but I have to lay the burden down a riverside. Give me the man. For I walk and I talk and I linger and I search. Lay the burden down a riverside. Right away and I walk. I knock the youth man pocket and I try to search around them here. Lay the burden down a riverside. And I sat down quietly. Watch the fishes circle around the little stones.
Well, this is a good song by Joseph Fields. Oh yeah.
I cocked my ears and I heard the little birds whistling in the tree like so. Lay the burden down a riverside.
Oh yeah.
Live good among
Hey
your
Peppa Pig,
neighbor.
this is for you, my sister.
Like
Thank you. I see what you do. Keep up the good
Come
work,
with
Peppa
me a
Pig.
riverside. All you need is pray to Jah quietly. You sit in secret, he shall reveal. Lay the burden down a riverside.
All right. Lay the burden on the riverside.
Jah provide for the birds in the air and the fishes of the sea. So what about me? Lay the burden down the riverside. Look at the crow, they tired, not neither do they spin. Yet Father provide for them. Lay the burden down the riverside. Come with me, let us walk and talk and pray quietly in search. Lay the burden down the riverside, even count the sun. Look at the color of the stones, oh Jah make each and every one individually. Lay the burden down the riverside. Asking, where is the love?
Where is the togetherness
too? Lay the burden down the riverside. I trod round a rima, even in a jungle, to find a quiet place. Round the arena, Nannyville, I'd come to a trip. Lay the burden down the riverside.
Oh yes, on the riverside.
Where is the quietness and the love to be found in some corner? Lay the burden down the riverside. Come with me, let us walk, let us search, let us examine, let us see.
Let us look around, guys.
Lay the burden down the riverside.
Thank you, everybody. I love you. Bye-bye. Take care of yourselves, okay? All right.
I like to smell my beard after a really good meal.